This used to be a lollipop display, and instead of letting it end up in a bin, I decided to turn it into something I could actually use. Hello and welcome back to Arvania Constructions. I had actually been thinking about getting a keychain display from Amazon, so when I saw this Chupa Chups display, I immediately thought of how I could repurpose it for my needs. It's a bit wobbly, so I need to do something about it. The easiest way to fix that is to add some weight to the base, so I'm filling the bottom with a little bit of concrete. Instead of letting it end up in a bin, I decided to give it a complete makeover and turn it into a display for my keychains. And while most people would have just thrown it away, I thought it had way too much potential. I am mixing some craft concrete powder with a bit of water. I usually just do this by eye until I get the consistency I'm looking for. Once it's ready, I pour it into the opening in the base and leave it to dry for a few hours. Now that it's dry, the base is already a bit heavier, and it should hopefully keep the whole thing from wobbling around. It's not wobbling nearly as much now, so that made a difference. Next, I'm using a sanding sponge to roughen up the surface of the plastic. Paint doesn't adhere particularly well to a smooth, glossy surface, but sanding it creates small irregularities that give the paint a bit more grip. With these scratches, the spray paint should have enough texture to grip onto the surface, so let's keep sanding. I am sanding all the areas I can easily reach with the sponge. That should do. The base is now nicely roughened up, but I'm leaving the tube as it is, since the gaps are too narrow to sand properly. Now it's time to get rid of that red, because it's pretty ugly. I'm starting with a coat of primer, which should give the paint something to adhere to, and hopefully make the finish more durable. Once the primer is dry, I'm going over everything with white paint to match the color scheme I'm going for. The display will mainly be used for my products at an upcoming art market, so I wanted to fit in with the rest of my setup. I decided to fill the rest of the base with concrete as well, just to make absolutely sure that the whole thing stays nice and stable. And now we get to the most important part of the whole project, the logo. I modeled it from scratch in Blender, but I didn't want to make it one solid piece. Instead, it's designed in two parts with a removable back. This allows me to add some lighting to the logo and to hide all the electronics inside as well. And once I'm happy with the design, it's ready to print. For the lighting, I'm using a simple little string light with a flat battery pack. This is quite important here since I need to fit everything inside the logo itself. The string is actually quite long, but the LEDs aren't spaced particularly close together, so I'm doubling it over twice, making sure that the LEDs from one row sit in between the ones from the other row. This makes it a much more manageable length and allows it to fit nicely inside the logo. I think having a little glowing logo will make the whole display look much more attractive. I am adding a strip of acrylic inside the logo to mount the lights onto, keeping them centered. If the lights sit directly against the plastic, you can see the individual LEDs a little too clearly. I also have this frosted tape, which I am wrapping around the entire string of lights. It helps diffuse the light a bit, so instead of seeing each individual LED, the light becomes much more softer and more evenly distributed. And you can already see the difference. This light looks much more softer now and isn't quite as harsh. Now I can glue the lights in place and attach the back of the logo. I am using another piece of acrylic as a spacer for the orange part of my logo. This piece is actually separate from the main logo, but it's still part of the overall shape. It's meant to sit slightly away from it, almost as if it's floating. And this little piece will hold the logo in place. I am simply attaching it with some PVA glue. And now we are down to the final step to complete the display. For this I need these little wooden sticks, but one pack should be enough for now. One of them comes with 40 pieces. Each row has 20 holes, but of course we need to leave some space in between so we can actually hang the keychains from them. So in the end, I'll only be filling 2 rows. I am leaving the wood as it is because I really like the contrast between the natural wood and the white. It adds a little bit of a natural touch to the otherwise very clean design. And because the sticks are quite long, there's actually plenty of space so I can fit quite a few keychains on there, which definitely comes in handy. And now let me show you some of the keychains I'll be putting on the display. These are some little takeaway cups filled with matcha latte, so you can carry this wonderful drink wherever you go. Personally, I'm a big fan of matcha, but what about you? Do you think it tastes like fish, or are you a fellow matcha lover? All that's left to do is add the little keychain attachments to finish them off. Now I can finally put them on the display. And I think that this project is also a nice reminder that you don't have to be afraid of trying things, even if you're not sure how they are going to turn out. Handmade things don't have to be perfect, especially when you're trying something for the first time. I of course still have moments where I doubt whether something is going to work or look good. But I think that's just part of wanting to make something you can be proud of. So if you have something lying around that could be turned into something completely different, maybe give it a try. You never know what you might be able to make from it. But now, let's take a proper look at the finished result. I'm really happy with how this turned out. There's hardly any trace left of what it used to be. And now it actually fits in with my brand too. Even in the dark, the little light inside the logo really makes it stand out. So what do you think? Did I give this old lollipop display a proper makeover? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more creative projects. Until then, see you in the next one.